Hi everybody, this is Bonnie, and today I want to show you this cascading card. I don't know if it's gonna show good here on the camera. I've seen several people make them out there. I just want to show you how to make the actual card. I'm not going to embellish it in this video, but I'll have it on my blog, the finished product of it. But I want to show you a few that I have done. Here's one that I finished, and when you open it all up, it sits up like so. And they're really cute cards. And this fits in a regular size envelope. And then here's another one that I did, all closed up. And then when you open it up, get hold of it there, and they just kind of cascade out and they sit up like that. And they're really, really fun cards, and they're cool, and they sit up like this. And what I'm going to do with them, I didn't do it on this one, but so you'd have a place to sign your card or whatever. Back here would be a cute place to put a panel. So let's get started. The first thing that you need is a 12 by 8 piece of cardstock. So then after you have cut the 12 by 8 piece of cardstock, you need to get your score pail out. And you need to score at 2 inches, at 4 inches, at 8 inches, and at 10 inches. Now you also want to score at 6 inches, but very lightly. You just want a light mark down there. So when you do you're not going to press, but enough so you could see it, but not so hard that it leaves a indent. You're going to need a ruler, and then you're going to decide which piece is going to be your top and your bottom. So I'm going to choose this piece to be my top of it. Let me get this out of the way. And here you want to take this and you want to measure at 5.5. You want to come down to your other side that I've decided this is going to be my bottom. And here you want to measure at 2.5. Okay. Now we're going to need our cutter. Get our cutter out here, and I'm hoping this is going to pick it up, but you want to line this mark onto the groove, onto your cut groove, and you want to line your other mark onto the cut line that is down here. So I'm hoping this is all on the camera, but you want to line both marks onto the cut part of your pencil marks. And it's okay if your paper hangs off a little bit. So once you get it lined up, I'm just going to cut it right down. So now you'll have 2 pieces like this. So here's our 2 pieces of paper. I'm going to turn around like this. Then we're going to take, and on the longer side of, you want to mark at this straight here. You're going to mark at 2 3/4. So right there. And then at this end, you want to mark at 1 1/4. Okay, then you want to take your ruler and you want to line it up from here to this mark. So it's like at a little angle. You want to put a little mark at the first score line, at that 6-inch lightly scored mark, the one that you could probably barely see, and then at your last score mark. So right there. Okay, now let's do that again so you get a repeat of me doing this instead of a rewind. All your score lines, score them. Now when you get to the 6-inch one, the one that you lightly did, don't score that one. And you're going to cut up on the first one, so whatever one you decide you want first, up to those lines that we marked. Okay, now on the other one you want to cut on the opposite side. So this one we cut on the bottom, so this one I got to cut on the top. So for me I got to flip it over because I'm right-handed with my scissors. And then you just want to cut up to that score line, or to that pencil marker again. Okay, so there we have one for the top and one for the bottom. Now you want to add them, you want to intertwine them. So you want this one to go in here, and this one goes in here, and this one goes in here. And then when you sit it up, kind of looks like this. But you just start opening it and kind of helping your score lines to go the way that you want them to go. And you might have to, you know, push it down, fiddle with it a little bit to get it to the right length. But that's it. And then this cascades like this. And then you would embellish it in any way that you want. Now I'm going to finish embellishing this and I will post what the picture looked like. Hi everybody, this is Bonnie, and I thought I'd come back and show you a little bit. This is the one that I just showed you the video on, and I decorated it. I went ahead and made it for like a kid's, if a kid is sick, so, and I did a little feel better and put pinwheels, and this is what I was talking about that I was going to put on the back of it. So I thought I would come back and show you a little bit of how I decorated it. It takes a little time, so I already went ahead and pre-did some of this one here. So I'm just going to show you what I did. I went and I ran through the Big Shot the, what is this called? The embossed butterfly wings, the beautiful butterfly wings. And I went and ran that through 4 times so that it gave me a bunch of butterflies, and then I just randomly just stuck them on there. Had some sticking up here or there and everywhere. And so now I'm going to show you how I would do the front part where the stamping would be. And for this one I'm going to use Real Red and Stays On, black Stays On. Okay, so I'm just going to take this, make sure it's good and stamped up. I'm going to punch it on here, or stamp it on here. Oh, that's nice. And then I'm going to take care, and this is out of the Believe stamp set. And I'm going to stamp this in real red. I'm just making sure it's really good and stamped up. And then I'm going to put it over here. Yeah, I think I like that. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to punch it out. Like so. Now I want it to have a little bit of a border all the way around it. So I'm going to punch out 2 of these label punches again. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this in half that way, and then I'm going to cut it in half this way. I got that all on camera. I cut them in half this way, and I also cut them in half this way. So now what you want to do is you want to snip all the corners on this. And we're going to add a little bit of snail, and we're just going to overlap these kind of like this. On the outside of it. Then I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put it on the card right here in the front, and I'm going to line this points up with these 2 middle ones. Okay. I thought it would be fun to put a big butterfly maybe on this side. And then I think I'm going to take a couple of these littler ones that I have and just add them to the front of the card like that. And now let's do the backing. Cut this at 3.5 inches wide by 4.5 inches long. I know this is probably out of camera, but my cutter won't fit in there. And then for the white piece, it's going to be 3.25 by 4.25. Now, one thing I like to do is just make sure it's, you know, even to where you want it. And this actually helps it be a little more stable, so it's not so flimsy. And there you have a perfect spot to write a message to, you know, whoever you're giving this card to. And you could actually stamp there, and then when they display the card at home, they would display it like that, opened. Now I'll get some better shots of these all standing up for you at the end of the video. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.